Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, Jai Hind, and welcome to Khan Global Studies. Good evening, Likun Shahu. Good evening, everyone. So, first of all, I welcome you all to this session. Last day we could not conduct a session, but don't worry about it. We will try to accommodate all the topics which were there. Even last day we were discussing about ONDC. So that one topic we will discuss today itself, and in the same manner the topics of last day we are going to cover it in tomorrow's session as well. Okay. So we will not leave any topic. Good evening and welcome to the session. So yes, so I hope all of you are doing well. I hope all of you are doing well. And see, last year also we have seen one thing, that we are starting from here, today we are in the month of May, and I think it's the end of May 2025. We are here in May 2025. Today we are on 22nd May. Now, you know that next year we are again going to have the exam on 24th of May 2026. Next year we are going to have this exam on 24th May 2026, and all of you who are going to appear in 2026 or even later course of time, this preparation of current affairs has to start from now. If you have not already started, this is the time when you have to start the current affairs. Okay. And when you build up something daily, when you are building these current affairs on daily basis, so it is certainly going to give you some advantages. Just to give you one idea, like suppose we are discussing 3 or 4 questions per day. 3 or 4 questions, and let's say in 1 month we have 20 days of classes. So yearly you are going to get about 960 questions for practice, and near about same number of topics, although there will be multiple repetitions also. So there will be approximately 600 plus topics of current affairs. So this is one thing which you can achieve from these classes. Okay. You can achieve these things from these classes. We are going to discuss them one by one, all these current affairs, all these topics. And if you continue doing this, if you continue with the same momentum, then at the end of the day, during your examination, you won't have to worry about it. You won't have to think anything else about your preparation. Okay. But see, it's not that your time will start from December or your time will start from January. Your time of preparation starts from today itself, starts from this month itself. Okay, there is this one question that exam में passport size photo ले जाना जरूरी है. देखो, if you have passport size photo, I will say that carry it. Otherwise, it is generally for only those people whose photo is not clear. If your photo is not clearly visible on the admit card, then you can take it. But otherwise, it is not required. But even if you want to be more secure, then yes, you can carry it. If you have got a passport size photo, you can carry that. Yes, so welcome to the session everyone, and we are going to start with today's topic. The first topic which we are going to discuss is about Brahmos missile. Now, since this India-Pakistan conflict, the Brahmos missile thing is continuously there in the news. So we are going to discuss all the things about this Brahmos missile. Second thing, this is from your part of security. This is part of your security. From the environment section, we are going to discuss one topic, that is lions in India. From the section of geography, we have this one topic which is cyclones in India, or geography topic is there, cyclone. So we are going to talk about this. From the digital economy concept, we have this topic of ONDC, and from IR section we have this topic of OPEC and OPEC plus. So I am giving you this subject wise clarity also, so that when you are making the notes, you should be clear that okay, where I can arrange this, where I can put it in the notes. Okay. So that is also one part which we are doing simultaneously with our classes. Okay. Now, before we go into that, let us see one more information which I have to share with you. We are starting with this Adhyan batch 3.0, and we are going to start with this batch from 9th of June. Okay. So this is one batch. You will find that we are comprehensively, or you can say that 360-degree coverage of current affairs. We are having this 360-degree coverage of current affairs. So here, with this class itself, with the Adhyan class itself, you would be able to have the mains ready-made material. You will have this mains ready material. Why? You will find that the GS paper 2 and GS paper 3, the GS paper 2 and 3, they are very much dynamic in nature. Even in GS paper 4 and 1, you get some dynamic questions. In essay writing also you require it. In some of the optional like PSIR, in sociology, in other optionals, you are going to need some of the current affairs. So in these sessions, we are going to have this complete coverage of topic from the mains angle. Plus, we will also have PTA specific topic. PTA specific topic. So these two things we are going to cover here. At the same time, we are going to cover the magazine of Khan Global Studies. We are also going to cover the magazine of Khan Global Studies. Same time, we will also have dedicated session. We will have dedicated session for answer writing. We will have some dedicated session for answer writing also. So this is one thing which we are going to have in our Adhyan batches. So this, like we will, like last year we were having like suppose 2 classes per week and near about 8 classes per month. But this time in Adhyan batch 3.0, we will have more number of classes per month, and we will have some special classes for discussion of the magazine, some special sessions per month for discussion of this answer writing also. So here with this Adhyan batch, you are going to have the comprehensive preparation for your mains also and prelims also. And this is going to be valid till mains 2026. Okay. So till mains 2026, this batch is going to be valid there. Okay. So all those who are preparing for mains 2026 or the UPSC exam 2026, you can become part of it. Okay. So this batch is going to start from 9th of June, and it is available in English medium as well as Hindi medium also. So for English medium, I am going to take your classes, and you can register on about this. You can register for this course on website of KGS or on the application of KGS. Okay. So that is one of the information with you. Okay. The price is 999. The price we try to keep it always at the nominal rate. So we are keeping it at 999. So you can understand this. We are going to have this class for almost around 15 months. So from there you can get this idea that for 15 months of current affair classes, 15 months continuous classes will be there per week, and we are having this at rupees 999 only. Okay, so we will have this at 999 only. So I hope you got the idea about this. Okay, now let us start with some questions. Last day we cannot complete these questions, so let us talk about them. The first one is saying, consider the following statement regarding Article 21 and digital access. The first one is saying, the Supreme Court has interpreted Article 21 to include the right to digital access. Second is saying, Section 42 of Representation of People with Disability Act 2016 mandates that digital content must be accessible to persons with disabilities. The principle of universal design under the RPW Act applies only to physical infrastructure. So this is question number 1. So see, many of you were asking for this Adhyan batch. So I think now we got the information here also that we are starting it from 9th of June. And at the same time, I will suggest that if you have to join the current affairs, start from the beginning itself, so that after January or in January 2026, you don't have to think a lot about this. Okay, how I am going to cover current affairs and all. So I will suggest that you can start from now itself. Okay. A option, yes. So I think you know that this first and second is correct. Here it is saying only physical infrastructure, so that is incorrect. It is also digital infrastructure. It is also digital infrastructure. So 1 and 2 is going to be correct. Okay. The second one, if we look at this, with reference to Supreme Court judgment on the supremacy of Constitution, consider the following pairs. First one is saying Keshwanand Bharti. Here we have basic structure doctrine. Minerva Mills, judicial review as part of basic structure. Third is Indira Nehru Gandhi, unrestricted power of parliament. Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan Singh case is there. Okay. What will be the correct answer here? Okay, B option, D option, fine. Indira Nehru Gandhi versus Raj Narayan case is there. Raj Narayan case. Okay. A option and D option. See, first you know that Keshwanand Bharti case, it is the very famous basic structure doctrine. So here it is correct. Second is Minerva Mill case, judicial review as part of basic structure. That is also correct. Third one is saying Indira Nehru Gandhi versus Raj Narayan case. Here it is not about unrestricted power of parliament. In fact, it was said that the parliament's power to amend the fundamental rules is very much limited. Okay. So here what we see that, it was said that in this Indira Gandhi Nehru case, it was said that parliament can change any part, and even in fact it was said that the PM's election is beyond judicial review. So here what we see that it said that judicial review of PM election also, it can also be done by the judiciary. Okay. And it said rule of law and free elections. So it also emphasized about rule of law and free election. So that is one thing which we see in case of Indira Nehru Gandhi case versus Raj Narayan case. So here it is incorrect. The answer is 1 and 2 only. Okay. The 2 is Minerva Mill is basically the part where we have seen that it was said that again judicial review is basic part. But Indira Gandhi case, it was from 1975. So in 1975, what we saw that when this Indira Gandhi case was going on, so Indira Gandhi was elected as Prime Minister and her candidature was rejected or said that it is not valid by the Supreme Court. Okay. So that case here is very much prominent one, Indira Nehru Gandhi versus Raj Narayan case. Okay. So that was a turning point for judiciary also and executive also. Okay. Now coming to the third question, consider the following statement regarding endangered species in Tamil Nadu. The slender loris is protected through Kadavod Sanctuary established in 2022. The Malabar civet is listed as endangered and it is found in the Nilgiri Hills. The lion-tail macaque is endemic to the rainforest of the Western Ghats. So which of the statements given above are correct? Question number 3 again. Question number 3. So I think you can answer this one. Okay, D option. D option is 1, 2, and 3. Remember, there are 2 organisms in this area which are not endangered, rather they are critically endangered. There are 2 such organisms which are critically endangered in this area. Okay. There are 2 such organisms which are critically endangered in this area. Okay. One is white-rumped vulture. One is our white-rumped vulture, and the second one is Malabar civet. Malabar civet. These 2 organisms which are there, they are critically endangered. Here it is written as, it is listed as endangered. So that one is incorrect. The first one is correct. The second one is, third one is also correct. So answer is going to be C option, 1 and 3 only. Okay. So here the answer is option number 3. Why? Because this one is listed as critically endangered. 2 prominent organisms are there, white-rumped vulture and then this Malabar civet. So Malabar civet and these 2, the Malabar civet जिसके बारे में आप लोगों ने बोला था कि it looks like a mix of zebra and giraffe. So that Malabar civet, it is part of critically endangered species in this area. Okay. So here the answer is C option. So now coming to the main one such topic, and that topic is Brahmos missile. So today we will see all the different dimensions of this Brahmos missile. It is one of the most debated, most important missiles of India. Right now it has been there in the news also. It is also a collaboration between India and Russia, and there is an increasing demand of this missile from across the world. Okay. So what we see that this Brahmos missile, if we look at this, it is a supersonic cruise missile. If we look at this, it is a supersonic cruise missile. Cruise missiles are the one which is having horizontal movement. They are having the horizontal trajectory. There is one thing called as ballistic missile, which follows a parabolic manner. It goes above the atmosphere, then comes down. So that is ballistic missile. And the cruise is one which moves like a normal jet or a normal aeroplane. So here what we see that it is a supersonic cruise missile. Okay. Now you all know that this is a collaboration. This is a collaboration of India and Russia. This is a collaboration of India and Russia. Here you have the name Brahmos. So it is Brahmaputra plus Moskova. These are the rivers. Brahmaputra river in India and Moskova river in Russia. So here we have a joint collaboration of India and Russia. There is a company by the name of Brahmos, the Brahmos Aerospace Limited. Okay. We have a company called Brahmos Aerospace. Brahmos Aerospace. So this one manufactures, this is the one which manufactures this Brahmos missile. Okay. So what we see that this one is responsible for making the Brahmos missile. Okay. Now if we talk about this missile, we see that it is a supersonic cruise missile. So can you tell me what will be its speed? What is going to be the speed of this missile? Any idea about this? What is the speed of this missile? Yes, Nidhi, that will be more than sufficient. In the Adhyan batch, we will discuss those things which will be more than sufficient for your prelims also, mains also. Okay, so that will be a one source for all the things. 2 mk, 2 Mach. It is up to, like, we see that its speed is up to 2.84 Mach to 3 Mach. What we see that 2.8 Mach to 3 Mach, that is the speed of this Brahmos. It is said up to 3 Mach, but we have been able to achieve this 2.8 Mach. Okay. So that is one part about the speed of this Brahmos missile. Now, if we talk about the Brahmos missile, if we talk about this missile, you will see that it is having two-stage engine. It is having this two-stage engine. One is solid, and then we have the liquid ramjet engine. So here we have the solid engine also and liquid engine also. This is the first one. This is the second one. Okay. So when the missile is started, when this missile is launched, first it is launched using the solid propulsion, and then its speed is maintained by the ramjet. So ramjet engine is there, and here we have the solid engine. So this is one part, that what type of engine is there in Brahmos missile. Okay. Now, how much warhead capacity? If we talk about this warhead capacity, it can be 200 to 300 kg. 200 to 300 kg of warhead can be supplied using the Brahmos missile. We also see that it is nuclear capable missile also. It is nuclear capable missile also. Means we can carry out the nuclear attacks also using this Brahmos missile. We can carry out the nuclear attacks also using this Brahmos missile. So that is also one of the part of this Brahmos. Okay. Now tell me one more thing. What is the range of Brahmos missile? Like up to what kilometer it can go? What is the range of this Brahmos missile? What is the range here? Anyone? Can you tell me what is the range of this Brahmos missile? Like a speed, we have seen that it can go up to 2.8 Mach, 3 Mach. That is the speed. It is why it has been called as supersonic cruise missile. But when we talk about this, what is the range of it? Okay. So see, initially its range was 290 kilometer. 290 kilometer, that was the original range, not 3000 kilometer. No. It's not 3000 kilometer. Its original range was 290 kilometer. But later on, India joined MTCR. India joined this MTCR. India joined it. Missile Technology Control Regime. Missile Technology Control Regime. And after joining this MTCR, this range has been extended up to 450 kilometer, and even one of the missiles is being developed with a range of 800 kilometer. So these are the future variants. These are the future variants of Brahmos missile with a range up to 450 kilometer and 800 kilometer also. So here we see that India joined this Missile Technology Control Regime, and after that we see that now its range has been extended. Okay. Now tell me one more part. There is a country which has acquired this Brahmos missile for India for the first time. Okay. So what is the name of that nation? One country has got it from India. So what is the name of that country? Okay. One more thing which I would like to add here. It works on fire and forget principle. Fire and forget principle. Means once you have fired it, it will go and it will hit its destination. It cannot be changed. It cannot be altered. Once it has been loaded, it will go there and it will attack the target. So you may have heard about this, that during Mahabharat, we were having some of those arrows which were called as Amogh Ban. Amogh Ban. So Amogh Ban were like those which once it has been destined for a target, it will go and attack there. So in same manner, we have this Brahmos missile working on fire and forget principle. Yes, in fact, correct. So Philippines, what we see that Philippines has become in fact the first country which has got this missile from India. Okay. So Philippines has got it from India. First country to acquire Brahmos from India. Now, there are other countries also which are there in the line, like Vietnam is also looking after it. Malaysia is also looking after it. Indonesia is also trying to have this. In fact, Vietnam may become the second country. We are having a deal of around $700 million between India and Vietnam for this Brahmos missile. At the same time, Indonesia is also looking at it. Okay. And several other countries are there which are looking at this Brahmos missile. Okay. So this is one of the most important missiles of India, the Brahmos missile. Indigenous, like this is a collaboration of India and Russia, and now we have also started exporting it to other countries. So that is one of the most powerful, most fastest supersonic cruise missile. If we talk about the altitude of operation, altitude, so it can be from 10 meter to 15 kilometer. Means it can be near the surface up to a height of 10 meter. On the sea surface, it can be traveling at just a height of 10 meter from there, and it can go even up to 15 kilometer in altitude. So from the lower portions to even higher portion, it can be traveling in our atmosphere. So that is about Brahmos missile. Okay. So now this is the first part. Second topic which we are going to discuss here is about lions. Okay. Second most important topic is about the lions. Now what we see that the population of lion in Gujarat has increased. What we see that the population of lions in Gujarat, it has increased. Earlier it was believed that in 2020, it was believed that there are 675 lions in India. Now, in 2025, the number of lions, it has increased to 891. So now we are having this 891 lions in India. We are having this 891 lions in India as per the Gujarat Forest Department. Okay. So this information has been given by Gujarat Forest Department. Gujarat Forest Department, this one has given the idea, this has given the fact that we have got 891 lions in India. So that is the first part. Now, lions are one of the most important organisms in this entire area. Supersonic and Mach. See, okay, just a little bit back, let's come to this topic. When we are talking about Mach, one Mach is equal to a speed of sound. 1 Mach is equal to a speed of sound. Subsonic, it means speed less than sound. So supersonic will mean speed more than sound. Okay. So in case of Brahmos, you see that we have a speed of 3 Mach. So it is definitely greater than the speed of the sound. The speed of sound is 1 Mach. The speed of sound is 1 Mach. So when the speed of a missile is 3 Mach, so it is at least 3 times greater than the speed of sound. So that's why it is called as supersonic. If it is like more than 5 times, if 5 Machs or greater, okay, if more than 5 Mach, so then it is called as hypersonic. Then it is called as hypersonic. Okay. So I hope that is clear what is Mach, what is sonic and subsonic and supersonic. Okay. So speed of sound is 1 Mach. If it is subsonic, it means a speed less than sound. If it is more than that, it is supersonic. Like Brahmos has got 3 times the speed, so it will be called as supersonic. If it is more than 5 Mach, then it will be called as hypersonic. Okay. So here we were talking about lions. So let us talk about this lion all about, that where they are found and what is the special feature of lion. Okay. So see, when we talk about lions, what we see that the first thing is habitat. Generally we will find that it will be found in grasslands, deciduous forest, but prefers this grassland. This is the most common area for the lions. The grasslands, the dry, semi-dry or semi-arid grasslands, that is one of the preferred area of the lion. In India, you will find that they are concentrated in Gir forest. They are concentrated in this Gir forest and Pinaya forest. Pinaya Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay. They are now located in this 2 area, Gir and Pania, not Pinaya, Pania Wildlife Sanctuary. These are the 2 regions. Gir National Park is there, Gir National Park and Pania Wildlife Sanctuary. These are the 2 areas where you will find the Asiatic lions. In fact, it is said that Asiatic lions are found only in India now. Their viable population, their population in wild exists only in India now. Okay. So only in India in wild. Okay. So they exist only in India in wild. That is one thing which we see about the Asiatic lions. Okay. Now, if we talk about these lions, now tell me one thing. This group of lions, it is called as prides. It is led by prides and it is led by lioness or the female lion. So female lion is the head of the prides. Here you will find that the female lions are there, plus at the same time we also see that these female lions, they are taking care of the children. Now tell me one more part. Who will be the active hunter? Who will be the active hunter? Male lion or female lion? Who will be the active hunter here? In case of lions, who will be the hunter here? Will it be the male lion or the female lion? Who will be taking the hunting? Yes. So remember this one part, female lion, female or the lioness. The lioness is there, which is the active hunter. The male which is there, it is taller, it marks the territory, it safeguards the territory, fights with other lion. But the active hunter, the caretaker of the family, it is the lioness. So male lion, if we talk about this, the male lion, they mark their territory and patrol it. So means they are in basically the border control. They are just looking at the border areas of their kingdom. They are called as the king of the forest, but they are living in the grasslands. And the male lion, which is the bulky one, which is the more powerful one, it is just guarding the territory. It is just guarding the territory. It is patrolling over the areas, whereas the hunting work is done mostly by the female lions. Okay. So that is one thing which we see in case of the lions. Okay. At the same time, what we see that when we are talking about the lions, mostly inactive. Like they are mostly inactive. If we talk about African lion, they are like up to 80% inactive. Okay. Up to 80% they are just taking rest. So they are like the people who like to sleep for 20 hours and work for 4 hours. They are like sleeping for 20 hours and working for 4 hours. Okay. So that is in case of African lions. The Indian lions or the Asiatic lions are slightly more active. Like they can be working for 6 or 7 hours, but again they will sleep for 16 hours. Okay. So around 70 to 80% rest time. So that is one thing which we see in case of lions, that they are taking care, they are like resting throughout the day. They are like resting throughout the day. They are not taking too much of tension that we have to go for exam, we have to go for any other activities, we have to earn money, we have to go for white collar job. They are like sleeping throughout the day. They are sleeping throughout the day. They are chill. They are quite chill. They are taking just rest, eat food, take rest, eat food, take rest. That is the only thing which they do. Okay. Now, if we talk about them, they are listed in Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 1. Okay. They are protected in this Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 1. Okay. So that is one thing which we see about this. They are the version of Kumbhakarn. Okay. So they take rest throughout the day, and it is good also. Suppose if the lions are active throughout the day, if they are active throughout the day, then what will happen to the cattle over there? What will happen to the other animals over there? So it is good for the society, it is good for the forest that they keep on having their nap for most of the time. Okay. So yes, that is also true that male lion is like just patrolling over the areas. They are living like they don't care about anything, they don't care about the family, they don't care about anything. They just keep on moving in their area. They don't even go for hunting. Okay. So that is one thing about male lion. No tension at all. Now, if we compare the African versus Asiatic lion, if we compare them, so you will find that in case of African lion, big and dense mane. Means, if you look at this, this is the Asiatic lion. This is the Asiatic lion. It is having some hairs. It is having some hairs on its face. If you see the African lion, it will have much more dense and bigger hair. Okay. So it is going to have a bigger and dense mane. Okay. Here you will find that mane is smaller. Mane is smaller and less dense. Okay. This one is bigger. This one is smaller. Here you will also find that a longitudinal fold of skin. You can see here that we have this one longitudinal fold of skin. Okay. A longitudinal fold of skin on belly. A longitudinal fold of skin on its belly. So that is one thing which we see in case of Asiatic lion, that they have a longitudinal fold of belly on their, a longitudinal fold of a skin on their belly. So that is one thing, like they have this one extra identity. It is like their Aadhaar card, that they have this extra fold, so they can be differentiated from African lion and Asiatic lion. This extra belly skin, this extra fold of skin on their belly, that is one good part. Okay. Examples. Yes. So see, they don't have to worry about exams and all other things. That is good for them, na? Okay. So now we have got this second part, that is about lions. Now coming to the third part, Acha, tell me one thing. In case of female lion, in case of female lions, do we have this entire mane or not? Do they have hairs on their face or not? In case of female lions, do they have face, do the female lions have this entire hair and all on their face? Yes. So you may have seen this, like when we were looking at this female lion also, you can see that they are not having any such like hairs and all on their face. So they are not having it. You can see these are the female lions. These are the female lions not having any such fold, any such mane on their face. It is there in the male lions. Okay. So it's simple. You can relate it. The males have beard and all. The females don't have. So in same manner here also the females don't have that beard and all. The male lion has the beard. The female lion is not having the beard. So from there you can remember that part. So see, whenever you are comparing yourself with lion, that sometimes you are saying that I am like a lion, I am like anything. So remember them one thing. Whenever you are comparing yourself to lion, just remember one thing. What are lions doing? They are sleeping throughout the day. Okay. If you talk about the male lions, they are not even active hunters. They depend on the female lions for their food. They are just marking their territory. It is all about they make the noise, but all the work is being done. Okay, all the work is being done by the female lion. So male lion is famous, but if you actually look at it, they are taking rest throughout the day. They are just marking their territory. Most of the work is done silently by the female lions. So here also you can see a little bit of patriarchy going on in lions. Okay. Now coming about the cyclones. When we talk about the cyclones in India, okay, what has been said that now the cyclones are becoming more and more destructive. Okay, the cyclones are becoming more and more destructive. Why? Why? What we see that they are becoming more destructive. So let's see the reasons that why. The first factor, which you all know, that the global warming, climate change, shift in atmospheric pressure belt, and heating of oceans. Heating of oceans. So we know that global warming is one of the factor, climate change is the factor. Then the atmospheric pressure belt, that is also shifting continuously. Then at the same time, we see that there is heating of the oceans also. So these factors are contributing directly to making more frequent and more intense cyclone. Okay. But they are becoming destructive also. So one of the regions are these. They are the regions. But on the other hand, we have also other factors. What other factors are there? We see that destruction of mangrove forest, destruction of mangroves, the mangrove structures which are helping, in reducing the impact of tropical cyclones, they have been devastated, they have been like destroyed. So that is one reason why the cyclones are becoming more and more destructive. Okay. Plus, exponential growth of population in vulnerable areas. Like we see that in the coastal regions, we have seen enormous growth in the population, enormous growth in settlements. Now, these areas are normally not safe for the people, and when the population increases, when we see that there is a further increase in the population, so it enhances the vulnerability of that region. It amplifies the chances of cyclones becoming more and more destructive, more and more devastating. So cyclones in general are harmful, but also what we see that due to these factors also, destruction of mangroves and other forest structures, plus more and more people living in vulnerable zones, this has further made the cyclones much more destructive. Okay, so that is the factor why the cyclones have become much more destructive than ever. Okay, so this was one smaller topic, although many things are discussed here, but not that much important for exam. So we are just looking at the main part of it, that why the cyclones have become much more destructive. Okay, so I hope all of you know about cyclones, that how they are formed, what are the different names of cyclones in different part of the world, okay, and like what are the important things about the eye of the cyclone and everything. Okay, just to give you an idea that this is the area where we call it as typhoon. In the North Pacific, towards this western area, we see it as typhoon. Okay, so in West Pacific we call it as typhoon. In East Pacific we call it as hurricane. In Atlantic also we call it as hurricane. Okay, so in the Indian Ocean region, we call it as cyclone. Okay, here in Australia it is also called as willy willy. Okay, so in cyclones in Australian area it is also called as willy willy. Here in the Indian Ocean region we call it as cyclone. In the Western Pacific it is called as typhoon. In the Eastern Pacific it is called as hurricane. In the Atlantic it is called as hurricanes. So read about this cyclone topic. Tomorrow we will have some questions practice in. Yes, tomorrow we will have some questions practice on cyclone also. I will ask you some questions with respect to cyclone, that what is there about the eye of the cyclone? Is it a calm zone or is it a destructive zone? So read about this one topic about the cyclones from your geography notes or classes, and tomorrow I will ask about it. Okay. Now, coming to this one topic, ONDC. Okay. Coming to this one topic, yes, they are in USA Katrina. Okay. They see there is like different naming. Okay. So in the Pacific region, in the Eastern Pacific, we call it as hurricanes. So Hurricane Katrina can be there, or hurricanes with different names can be there. So each and every time we have different names, but overall they are called as hurricanes, typhoons and cyclones. Okay. Now coming to this one topic, open network for digital commerce. Okay. Open network. This is the one topic, open network for digital commerce. Open network for digital commerce. Okay. If you want to understand that what is this ONDC, Let me just give you one simple example. Okay. Just look at this one simple example. Now, this is not related to ONDC. Let me tell you this itself. Okay. This is not related to ONDC, but you can understand it with the help of this one example. We are having one system called as UPI, Unified Payment Interface. We have this one thing called as UPI, Unified Payment Interface. Now, earlier, we were having different operators, like suppose we were having Paytm, we were having Google Pay, we were having Phone Pay, we were having MobiQuick. So we were having different payment system. We were having different we were having different payment systems. So earlier, what you could have do that you can pay from one Paytm to another Paytm. But in the past, paying from Paytm to Phone Pay, this was not possible. In the past, like before UPI, paying from a Paytm to a Phone Pay, it was not possible. Or Phone Pay to Google Pay, or Google Pay to Phone Pay, or MobiQuick, this was not possible. You can pay only from one to other. Like you have to get the same system. But now we have this one option that now all of them, they are linked to this UPI. Everyone is using the common platform UPI. So now you may have already seen that we are using this UPI, and using UPI, Paytm users can pay to Phone Pay users also. Phone Pay users can pay to Google Pay users also. Google Pay users can pay to MobiQuick users also. So these all things have been made possible using what? UPI, Unified Payment Interface. So government provided them one single platform through which all the payment can be done. A single platform through which all payments can be done. So in same manner, if we talk about the ONDC, a single platform, a single window platform, a single window for digital commerce, a single window for digital commerce. Okay. So suppose there are different people, one who is selling textile shop, okay, one which is food store, one which is selling insurance, one is selling medicine, one is selling movies. So they all can get connected to this one single platform, and from here they will get access to the consumers. So what we see that this is a single platform, a single digital platform where all these individual institutions, all these individual shops can get associated with this, and from there they can directly connect to the consumers. Okay. So this is just providing a digital commerce platform. A digital commerce platform where each and everyone can get directly connected to the consumers. Whether they are selling some food items, they are selling some movies, they are selling some tickets, they are selling insurance, they are selling anything. So using this digital commerce platform, they can get connected to all the consumers. Okay. So just to give an example, that here you can see Uber the Uber which provides you the ride, it has entered metro ticketing with ONDC tie-up. So there is a tie-up between ONDC and Uber company, and Uber company is selling metro tickets with the help of ONDC app. That now they are selling the metro tickets with the help of ONDC platform. So this is the one idea that what is ONDC all about. It is a single window platform where everyone can provide their services. everyone can provide their services. So you can understand this, that what is going to be the benefit of this. Okay, what we will look at this, that it is a decentralized model. Okay, in Amazon, Flipkart, there is a centralized model. Amazon company is there, they get it from shopkeepers, they sell it to consumers, but the entire discretion or most of the decision is taken by Amazon. But in this case, it will be taken by the shopkeeper. Will, if they want to give a discount, they can give it. If they don't want to give discount, they cannot give discount, or they can simply stop it. So entire decision making has to be by the individual shopkeepers. Here again we see that vendor neutral and non-discriminatory. It is not giving any special preference to any vendor. Each and everyone can come there and they can sell it. So it is vendor neutral and non-discriminatory. We see that it has lower entry barrier for small businesses. The smaller businesses, they can become part of it. They can sell their items from here. It will also encourage innovation and competition among the shopkeepers. At the same time, it will support multiple domains, retail, food like delivery, travel, etc. So all these things are there in the case of ONDC. What is the benefit here? Empowers the MSME and the rural sellers. The micro, small and medium enterprises, they are getting this digital platform. Second thing, reduce customer acquisition cost. A number of customers are already there on ONDC. A large number of customers are already there on ONDC. It is simply like a mall, a digital mall. If a person is visiting a mall and if anyone is having shop there, so what happens that they don't have to call the customer. The customer is already coming up to the mall. If you are present there, then customers will automatically come to your shop. So in the same manner here, even if the one person is coming on ONDC, if a person is coming on ONDC, so they will automatically get a number of options and the businesses will get a large number of consumers. So that is one benefit. Enhances consumer choice, transparent pricing, and Atmanirbhar Bharat and Digital India is also supported with the help of ONDC. Okay. So I hope this is also clear that what is ONDC. I hope this part is also clear. What is ONDC? Open Network for Digital Commerce. Okay. So that is our first topic, ONDC. Okay. Now, we have this one organization. It is from international affairs. It is from international news. And so this one country is there. Whenever you are making notes, you can make it subject wise also. That's why in the beginning itself, I am telling you that which subject they are going to belong to. So they are part of IR. And when we are talking about the OPEC countries, who are OPEC countries? OPEC simply means organization. It is simply Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. It is an organization of petroleum exporting countries. There are 13 members now. They have got 13 members. Okay. Here, it is an intergovernmental organization and it was set up via the Baghdad Conference in 1960. Okay. The founding members, you can see Iran is there, Iraq is there, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. So these are the founding members of OPEC. They are the founding members of OPEC. And at the same time, they are responsible for 80% of world's total crude oil. So they have got enormous amount of crude oil of the world. Now, there are two countries. One is Qatar and Angola. Qatar and Angola, they have quitted. They have quit OPEC. Okay. Now see, last day if you remember, we were talking about the oil prices and all. Last day, when we have our session on 20th, so we were discussing about the oil prices. We have seen that the oil prices are going down. And what we see that this OPEC, it is trying to control the prices. It is trying to control the prices, but it has failed to do so. It has failed to do so. Okay. Now, they are putting extra like a blockade. Like they are saying to Qatar, Angola and many other countries that you should cut down the supply. Okay. Why they have quitted? Why? Like what was the main reason why they have quit down? Why they have quitted this organization? Okay. Why they have quitted this? The main reason is due to reduction in quota of production. So if they are becoming part of OPEC, Saudi Arabia and other countries, they are telling these two that you should cut down the production. That when we reduce the supply, only then the prices will go high. But these members were saying that no, we are not ready to cut the supply because this is our only source of revenue. So that's why they are not cutting down the supply. They have quitted the OPEC nation, the OPEC group. Now we have this OPEC plus also. So in OPEC plus, 10 other oil producing countries have become part of it. Okay. So we have another thing called as OPEC plus. So here we have OPEC plus 10 oil producing countries. One of the most famous one of them is Russia. Okay. One of the most famous one is Russia. So they are now making a collaboration that OPEC and OPEC plus, or these 10 countries, they are acting together. They are trying to like reduce the supply. They are trying to reduce the supply. Why reduce the supply? Because when there is more supply, there will be less demand and there will be less prices. So we see that the crude oil prices, they have come down to $66 per barrel. It has come down enormously. So they are trying to reduce the production. That's why they were saying even to Qatar and Angola that you have to reduce the production. But Qatar and Angola were not ready for it. So they have quitted this organization altogether. Okay. So we have got first thing OPEC, intergovernmental organization. Who are the members here? The topmost oil producing countries. Okay. Like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Venezuela, etc. Now, they have got in total 13 countries plus 10 other countries came together and they formed OPEC plus. So in OPEC plus, we have some major countries. Like let me show you on the map. Okay. See, in this part, we have like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Angola was there, but now it is not part of it. It has quitted this. Nigeria is there, Algeria is there, Libya, Venezuela, Congo, Gabon, etc., etc. Okay. On this side, we have Russia, Mexico, Kazakhstan, Oman, Azerbaijan, Malaysia, Bahrain, etc. So they were the different countries. If we combine together, they become the OPEC plus. OPEC plus. And this is the part of OPEC. Okay. So OPEC countries and non-OPEC countries, you can see Russia is one of the main provider. Russia is like producing 10.3 million barrel per day and Saudi Arabia is doing 10.4 barrel per day. So Russia is the second major producer of oil in the entire world. We have been one of the most important importer from Russia. We have already seen that. So I hope this OPEC part is also clear. This OPEC part is also clear. I hope so. Turkey is not part of it. Turkey is not part of it. Okay. Okay, so these were the topics for today, and tomorrow I will ask you questions from the sections of geography also, and we will discuss other topics as well. Okay, so that was all for today, and let's meet tomorrow at the same time, and then we will discuss the remaining topics. Any doubt, any question? So answer me a few questions about this cyclones. Okay, so there is one question. Okay, the favorable condition for origin of tropical cyclone. So this is one question. You can answer that in the comment box. Okay, you can give the answer of that in the comment box, that what are the favorable condition for formation of tropical cyclone. Okay, so just read a little bit about this tropical cyclone. I will ask more questions about it tomorrow. Okay, read about it and also mention about this in the comment box, that this, what are the favorable conditions for origin of tropical cyclone. Okay, that will be all for today. Thank you everyone. Take care and all the best. Thank you.